remember we kind of talked about this already. And what we talked about was, can you all hear me and can you all see my screen? Let me just confirm. Everybody, can you all hear me? Okay. And can you all see my screen? All right, good. So here's the thing. Remember when you're doing in... Ooh, you can't see my screen. Let me fix that. Let me fix that quick. Okay. Can you see it now? You still can't see it? All right, good, good. So when you do inequalities, all right, good. Okay, good. When you do inequalities, the secret is every single line, you must first know it. It's like we're reversing what we were doing when we were sketching. But it's just the same trick. What we must make sure we know is every single line. And then we just use that concept, the easy concept, which says, if your line is in terms of X, then you check, are you shading the left or the right? If your line is in terms of Y, are you shading up or down? That is what we'll be now doing in the second step. So when they ask you to find inequalities to define the region, the first thing is the lines. I want equations of lines. Then we'll come to regions as the second thing. Always inequalities are two steps. We know that we never ever sketch an inequality. There is no such thing. We sketch a line. Then we use an inequality to shade a region. So I'll say, let's find out what these lines are. Start with this one. Which line is this one that they used to make this? You can see that it is a line that was staying on the same value for y. Okay? And this value for y was 5. So this is the line y equal to 5. What about this other horizontal line? It was staying at the same value for y, which is the line y equal to 1. Okay, and you can see that both of them were solid. Also check them to say, oh, they were solid lines. Okay, so it was, so I'm going to say it's the line y equal to 5 and the line y equal to 1, and these are solid lines. That's also important. Okay, they are solid lines. I'm doing it with my pencil. Okay, you erase at the end. Okay, you're allowed to erase even when it's time up. I remember when I wrote my, is it IGCSE or in my A-level exam? I don't remember, one of the two. I had done a lot of sketching, nice sketching, helping myself to get 100% or whatever. And then when the invigilator came by, I had not yet underlined. So I said, sorry, sir, can I had not yet erased. Then I said, sorry, can I erase my pencil markings? Then they said, yeah, go ahead. So even when it's time up, you can erase your sketching. So yeah. But I will treat you guys to write faster than I did. Anyway, we have this other one. You can see that it's staying on the same value for x, which is x equal to 6. So this is the line x equal to 6. And it's a dotted line. So it's a dotted line. We will remember that when we do the regions. What about this one? Here, I told you there are lines that I will be extremely disappointed if my students don't get this type of line. A line which moves from corner to corner to corner. Going up is the line y equal to x. I told you many, many times. And all you have to now do is check where does it pass the y-axis. If it passes it like this one, exactly at 0r, then it's just the line y equal to x. But if it was passing, let's say it was like this, dotted, 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 and it passes at 2. Now you can see it starts at 2 and it's going up. So this is obviously the line y equal to x because it's going box to box. But then you should say plus 2 because it passes at 2. The line is the line y equal to x. This last position just tells you where it cuts the y-axis. So this one is way too easy for you students not to get it. Here, this one passes through 0, so you would have said plus 0, which just leaves it as the line y equal to x. So this last one is the line y equal to x, and it is dotted. Right. Well done. So we have the lines, we can easily make the regions. Now, remember this. The region which is shaded is not the one which we will now write on our inequalities. Remember when we were sketching inequalities, we got the lines first. Then when we wanted to sketch and shade, because they would have said shade the unwanted region, we changed the inequalities. So shaded region is not important, it's the wrong one. The one you must show is the unshaded region. So I will come on this line here, y equal to x, and I'll ask you, is the unshaded region below it or above it? The unshaded region, that's the important one. Is it below or above? Students, the unshaded region, this region R, is it below the line or above the line? The unshaded. Look, here is the line. Let's go above it. We are in shaded region. So the unshaded is obviously below the line. It stays below this line. So that means you're going to say it's the inequality y is less than, because it's below. Y is less than this one. You change this equal sign to be an inequality. If it's below, make y be less than. Listen, if the unshaded region is below, change the equal sign to be y less than. Change this to be less than. So y is less than x. It's this same one, but we remove the equal sign, we put a less than sign. And we are not going to put an or equal to because it is dotted. So on dotted, you don't put an or equal to. So there's y equal to x as one inequality. Now we go to this one, y equal to 5. The unshaded region, is it below or above? It is below this line. It's below this line. So we are also making y less than, but it's less than what? 5. And because it's solid, you put or equal to. So you have another one, y less than or equal to 5. Why did you put or equal, say? Because the line which they gave us was a solid line. Now we come to this one, the unshaded region. Is it below or above? Keep asking this question. Don't change the steps. If you change the steps, then I lose confidence. Because my confidence in you guys is that you follow steps. So you're going to do the first thing, which is to write the equations. Then when you've written all equations, you now start to check, is the unshaded region below or above? That is for these guys that have y. Y equal to 5, this one. Y equal to 5, y equal to 1. We now look for the unshaded region. Is it below or above? If it's above, then y will be greater than. If it's below, then y is less than. So here it's above. So y is greater than 1. But because it's a solid line, you put an or equal to. Simple. Now you start going for the x values now. You start going for the x. You see the shaded region. Is it to the left or to the right? If it's to the left, then x is less than. If it's on the left side, it's less than. The unshaded region, the unshaded, not the shaded, the unshaded. If it's to the left, then x is less than. So you're going to see that, yes, this region R is to the left of this line, which is x equal to 6. So we already say x less than 6. We change the equal sign to be a less than. But because it is dotted, we do not put an or equal to. No, we don't. We leave it like this, and you get your 4 marks. You get your 4 marks, students. No one in here is allowed to go into the exam and leave this. You have to get it correct. Can you do this one, please? This is exercise 1. This is the first time I've given you an in-class exercise. This is exercise 1, and this is number 1. This is the first question I want to see in my exercise. Right. Solve this one. They want find the other 3 inequalities. And it's a 4 marks. You've been given this one. Y is less than or equal to x plus 1. So you should look for which one is it. Which line here is a line y equal to x? Let me help you. Should I help you? Should I not? For those who don't know how to find, let's say this one here, the equation of this line, I'm going to teach you right now. So you know that it says y is mx plus c. So basically, you need to find the gradient. And if it's a weird line like this, look at just what you do. Look for a corner, a nice point where both meet here. You can see at this corner, it's a nice corner. Then see how many steps you moved in the y first. You moved how many? 1.5. So you can say it will be y is equal to 1.5 over. How many steps did you move in x to get to that point? You moved 2. So it's 1.5 over 2 of x plus c. C is the point where it cuts here. The y-axis, which is here it's 0. So you have an equation. Y is 1.5 over 2x, which if you want, you can, to change 1.5 to be a whole number, you multiply it by 2. It becomes 3, which means here you also multiply it by 2. This becomes 4. So you end up having y is equal to 3 over 4x. This is this one here. This is this. Y is 3 over 4x plus 0. So it's like that. Then you have it. You have it. Now you need this other one, which, trust me, I'll give you an example. It's this one, because you can see it goes corner to corner to corner going up. So it's the line y equal to x, because y, it's going corner to corner. So it's the line y equal to x. Now you just look, where does it pass the y-axis at 1? So it's y equal to x plus 1. And you can see they've already changed it into an inequality for you. So ignore this one. It has already been given. They want the other 3, which means they want this one, and they want this one, and they want this one. I've already given you this, so just tell us the shaded region, is it above or below it? Now tell us this equation here, and tell us the shaded region where it is it above or below or whatever. Then tell us for here as well. You have this dotted line now. You have this dotted line. Find its equation. You can find its equation, class. I told you what you do. You again look for where they both meet nicely like this. It's nicely here where they both meet. Or you can even use this point here. And you can see that it had moved what? You say y is equal to, in here you'll be saying negative because this line is facing downwards. And you see how many steps did it move in the y? 1. Over how many steps did it move in the x? Okay, you can say it moved 1 box, and in the x it moved 2 boxes. That's another way of saying it. So you would have y is half over x plus c now. C is where it cuts the y-axis, which is 3. So what is it? When you are doing an equation of any line that you don't know, look for a nice point, okay? Then see how it moved from where it started to get to that nice point. So it's like you know that your equation should be y is mx plus c. To get this m, you'd be saying now y is, first of all, this line is facing downwards, so it's negative. Then your m, you see how many steps did it move in the y over how many did it move in the x. So I could have even done it for this one, which I gave you to 3 over 4. I could have just said, how many steps did it move in the y? In counting the boxes, even ignoring these numbers, you say 1, 2, 3. It moved 3 boxes in the y. So I would have gotten it as y is 3 boxes in the y. How many boxes in the x? 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 3 over 4x. Then plus c now. So in terms of finding m, I will not allow you not to get it. You can get it. Find how many boxes it moves in the y over how many boxes it moves in the x. And you get that. Then you put in front of x. Then you now put your c. What is c? The point where it cuts the y-axis. Here it's 0. So it will have been 0. So here you got it already. Y is 3 over 4x. There's a plus 0, which is nothing. Then here, you just need the equation. Again, do the same thing. So you'd say you have your y is equal to mx plus c. Again, to get your m, how many steps did it move? In the y. Nobody said that it's not going to be. Listen, the first time I say it, it may not make sense. Keep listening. How many steps did it move in the y? 1. So first of all, make it negative. This m. I'm teaching you how to find m in the shortcut. It's negative because your line is facing down. Then how many steps did it move in the y, class? 1. If you are counting from where it started, it moved 1 step in the y. Over how many steps did it move in the x to get to this nice point here where you're meeting? It moved 2 steps in the x, so it's 1 over 2 of x. Plus, now you need the c. Where does it cut the y-axis? At 3, so it will be plus 3. Now, if you have the equations, yes, Roderick. Oh, okay. Let's do it like this. No. Let me not do it. Let me put a line here. Let's put a line here together. I'm going to erase these ones. Let's put a line in red. And let's do the steps. Everybody, here's the line in red. It's going to come like this. Can you see the line in red? Right. Let's find the equation for the line in red. What is the first step? What do we write? Y is equal to mx plus c. What are we trying to find? The equation of this line in red. What is the first thing we find now? So when you want to find, remember, no one here is going to be able to tell me these inequalities unless you have the equations of all lines. So you need to find those equations. So let's find for red here. What we do is, first step, find a nice point where they are cutting together. A nice point where they meet. You see that they are meeting nicely here, right, Roderick? Where the x and the y meet at a corner. Don't take this. You can't tell me where this is. Obviously, this is a bad point. So you can't come and say, I'm going to use this point. No. You can't come and say, I'm going to use this point. No. What are you talking about? You can't come and say you're going to use this one. No. You can't come and say you're going to use this point. No. You can't use this point. How do you use this point? It's a bad point. I want a point at the corner somewhere. Okay? Where a point where they are meeting at a corner. You can even use this one here. Okay, if you want, it's up to you. Still fine. Now you'd say, I'm going to use this point here to find my m. So I'll now have y equal to, for me to find my m, I ask myself to come from where this line started to get to this point. How many steps did I move in the y? 1, 2, 3. I moved 3. Over how many steps did I move in the x? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. So you'd say y is 3 over 9x plus c. Now you need to find c. C is, where does this red line cut the y-axis? At 1. So you have y is 3 over 9x plus 1. Now you reduce it. Y will be 1 over 3x plus 1. This is the equation of the red line. Are we together? Let's do another one. One more. Yeah, yes, because it's where it cuts the y-axis. Yes, it's where it cuts the y-axis. You can also say it's where you started. It's also fine. Look at this one now. What if I start here, then I go like this? Okay. Yes, yes. Then I go all the way to here. Then I ask you, please find the equation of this line. First, write y is mx plus c. Follow the steps. Then you see that it's facing downwards. Everybody can see that. So my m is a negative, first of all. Now, pick a nice point on this green line. Pick a nice point here on the green line. Now, from where you started, my friend, from where you started, from where you started to, what is going on now? From where you started until you got to this point where it cuts, here, how much did you move in the y? Just count the steps. 1, 2. So you moved 2 to get to this point here, which is the nice point where our green line is getting to a corner. You can all see that the green line is at corner here. So I said, how many steps did you move from where you started to this one, to this nice point? Let's count the boxes. 1, 2. It's 2 boxes in the y. Can you? Okay. What do you mean? Where you put this star? Above number one. Here? I don't understand. Here? One, two, three. Oh, here. Yeah, you can use it. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Yes. Then you move and you get here. You can use any. As long as it's at a corner like this, you can still use it. You still get the same answer. So whether you use this one, listen, or whether you use this point here, it's also a nice one. Or whether you use this point here, it's also a nice one. Or whether you use this point here, it's also a nice one. I can tell you right now, you're going to get the same answer. You just count. This one is easy because you don't have to reduce to lowest terms. You just count. How many steps did you move in the y? 1. So you'd say y is negative of 1 over. How many steps did you move in the x? 1, 2, 3. Negative 1 over 3x plus c. Then what is your c? Your c is where the graph cuts the y-axis, which is y is negative 1 over 3x plus 2, 5. Let's just say I want to use this point here because it's another good point. We check how many steps did you move in the y? 1, 2. I moved 2, but it's negative. Remember, it's negative. I moved 2 over how many steps did you move in the x to get to that point? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's 6. Then you say x plus c. What's your c? Where your graph cuts the y-axis, which is 2, 5. So its y is negative 2 over 6x plus 2, 5. Then you reduce the negative 2 over 6, you get negative 1/3 x plus 2, 5. So, follow the steps. So I'm going to erase and I'm going to give the job to you now. Let me just make sure you're going to follow the steps. Answer this question, students. But remember, your secret is not in saying, I just feel I'm smart. I just feel I'm smart. I can do this. That's not how you pass. How you make sure you pass is, listen, follow the steps. There is nothing called, this guy is smart. Can you throw away that statement right now as my students? I don't want to hear that statement. I do not want to hear it. The smartest person, the favorite student of mine, and the one who I can tell you right now before you write, who will get 100%, is the student who is the best at following steps. That one is by far the best student. So I want you to get to a line and you don't know its equation. So in your head you remember, Mr. Clarify told me, if I want to define a region, I need to know all my lines. I need to know all my lines. They are equations. And if I want to get an equation, I may not know it, like this one, in green. I may not know it. But the first thing I'm going to write is y is equal to mx plus c. Then to find m, I will pick a nice point on that particular line and put an x. Then I will see how many steps. For this one which is facing downwards, you already know you start with a negative. Then you see how many steps did you move in the y to get it. From where you started, here, how many steps did you move in the y to get to it? 1 step. So you say 1 over. How many steps did you move in the x to get to it? 1, 2 over 2. X plus c. Now find c. You now say it is negative half x plus. Find c now. C is just, where does that line of yours cut the y-axis? Here it meets at 3, so it'll be plus 3. You can go to that line and tell its name. You show it that you now know its name. Hey, Mr. Dotted Line, I know you are y is negative half x. Okay, you can do it to say y is equal to negative half x plus 3. I know it. The negative, you can put it outside. Negative of half x plus 3. That's the, and please put in brackets to say it is dotted. Then it's for this one. For this one, you already know, you are just going to come. They said, hey, we have given you the inequality. Look for the line which was y equal to x plus 1. Look for it so that you know it's the one they've already done for you. Here you can see that if I were asked, please find the equation of this line, I would just say y is equal to, here I see that it goes corner to corner, so I don't even need to put mx. I know it's y equal to x. It's a y equal to x because it's going up. If it was going down corner to corner, it was going to be y equal to negative x. But here, because it's going up corner to corner, is y equal to x. Then you just need to find where does it cut the y-axis, here at 1. So it's y equal to x plus 1. You already have it, this one, y equal to x plus 1. You are not going to convert it to an inequality because it's already been converted for you. Now, please find these other two. Please find for me this one and find for me this one. Okay, find them. Use this thing. You can draw the rough, you can draw this grid in your books. Draw this grid and solve. Put the two that I've done for you and solve. Do it fast. Let's go, students. Do it fast. Trust yourself. When you are now doing for this, the first thing you do, you come and you write y is equal to mx plus c. We only do this for slanted lines, by the way. Now you're going to say, okay, pick a nice point. You pick the nice point. Then see how many steps you move in the y. You can see here it's going up, so it's not going to be a negative graph. So tell me how many steps you move in the y to get there. 1, 2, 3. 3 steps. Over how many did you move in the x? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 steps. So here I've made it easy for you. I'm giving you all. Then you say plus c. Now you find where is c? Where does it cut the y-axis at 0? So it's just y is equal to 3 over 4x. So this is the line y equal to 3 over 4x. And it is solid. It's a solid line. So we know that this equal sign will change to be an inequality sign. Anyway, we are left with this one. Everybody can see this line stays at the same value for y. The whole line is at the same value for y, which is 1 comma 5. So you write y equal to 1 comma 5. So this is the fourth and final one. Y equal to 1 comma 5. Now change this one and this one and this one. Change them to inequalities. You can see it's a solid line. Change them to inequality. Just look for the unshaded region. Is it above? So you don't even need to draw. I've done it for you already. Now tell me the shaded region, the unshaded region here. Is it above each of these lines or below? You know what to do. When it's above, I said y becomes greater. When it's below, you say y equal to less than. So you change that equal sign and it becomes a less than. And if it's dotted, there is no or equal to, be just less than. You can't say or equal to no, you just say less than. So do it. Can you please do me for these three in green? Change them to inequalities and I'll give you marks. Change them to inequalities. Let's see. Change them to inequalities. That's your number one. Change them to inequalities. In the meantime, let me choose a question that you are going to do as number 2. Oh, good. Right. Let me send you the other question we are doing. Let me put it into the group. Here is the other question which we must do. So we need a lot of experience. Send me your answers. Okay, I'll help you, LG, Simon. Make sure you call me the moment the lesson ends. Send me your answers. Everybody, just send me as a picture. Write on a piece of paper the final answers you have. No, it's fine. Wait, let me see. Let me see, Simon. Well done. Well done. Well done. Perfect. You got it. You got them correct, Simon. Well done. Good job. Just send me your answers, guys. Send me, students. I'll be the most, I'll be the happiest if all of you send me, because I know that all of you are not afraid of me. I want you to send me, and I want to see how you're doing. All of you. Don't be scared. Send me what you think is the answer for each of these. Just look, it's a line. So you want to change this to be an inequality. So just see the unshaded region. Is it above it or is it below it? The unshaded. If it's above, then y is greater than. You change this equal to be greater than. And because it's solid, you put greater than or equal to or something like that. If it's below, you say less than or equal to. Just do it for each of these. For this dotted, is the unshaded region above it or below it? Just look. If it's above it, you say greater than. If it's below it, you say less than. Y is less than. So let's see. I'm replying you privately now so that people don't get scared to do it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You guys are making me so proud. Mm-hmm. 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 Well done. Um, I've gone through them. Well done, well done. Good job, Anita. Well done. Seth, how far? Good job, Tatayoni. I like it when you get stressed right now because it means in the exam you won't get stressed. So when we are doing school, um, nobody promised that it's going to be easy, right? But right. Okay, I'll do the question. Well done, Sarah. Well done. Right, now let's do it. And I do one more. Let me put it in the group, and you'd be done. So I'll be happy. The rest I'll give you as an assignment. So let me put this one in the group that I'll need you to do. Let me find it. It's summer 22 question paper 42. Right. Should we do it? Look at this. Did you see the one I sent into the group? That's like the last one which we gotta do, and we'll call it quits for the day. Let's finish this one, then we do that one in the group, and we'll be done. And then I'll give you to try the stress. You have learned a lot of things. I want you to go back and rewatch this video. Go to my YouTube channel. Go to live videos. Rewatch it, guys. Be fully concentrated, okay? This, one of the biggest gifts that God can give you when you're a student is ability to fear exams. When I say fear, I don't mean fear as in just getting scared. I mean the fear and respect for exams, which makes you wake up, study, do things, not play, uninstall social media. That's a gift. If you see yourself being able to do that, you are very talented. You are because nothing in life is coming easy. Exams are going to be hard. They are not going to be easy. We are going through hard things right now. It's hard. I know. They should be hard. They will never be easy. Engineering is hard. Medicine is hard. Nothing is easy. We don't do it because it's easy. We do it because we can do it. We can do hard things. We can work hard. We can concentrate. So there are only 5 months left. Somebody in this class, come on, guys. I want the reality to catch you right now to say, only 5 months. I should stop playing. I should stop sleeping around. Sleeping the whole night, not doing anything. I should start to work. Roderick, you concentrate. Ignore other people. When you're studying, if you're during the day and you're studying at school, it's hard to study in noise. So just find something, maybe save my exams or something. Go to a hard chapter you don't know. Start writing the notes slowly. When you are writing, you'll be reading. That's the best way to read. You read and write at the same. Don't just read. You take a nice paper, you write neatly. Yes. Yes, that's good. Good. Do exam papers. So it's like you can do that. The reason why I say go through is like right now this is the last chance for you to study and gather information. Like when you get to September, it's all past papers. You can never read anymore. So if you have topics that you don't know and stuff like that, this is your chance, or else it's gone. This is your chance to know those things. So some of you right now should be going through reproduction in biology, writing those notes. Just save my exams, studying them. You can try out the past paper questions even before I get there. You can do it. You can, trust me. The hard topics, I'm doing them. The ones that I feel are hard, genetic engineering and biotechnology, things that can be hard to say, even if you study, you may not thoroughly understand. Those ones, I'm going through them first right now. But they're easier topics, class. They're easier topics. You can be writing notes on things like, if it's in chem, inorganic chem, what do you mean by saying acid rain? What is it? What are the things that are called, let me say, what are the things that contribute to global warming? These type of questions like that. You can be going through those things, writing the notes slowly. You read, you stand up, you walk around, you sit down, you drink water, you study, you do questions as we do them in class. You do organic chem questions. We did them last night. You can rewatch the video, do more questions. There is so much to do. Forget social media. Don't laugh. Don't love laughing still until you look for TikTok to laugh. This is not the time. Give yourself a chance to pass by giving yourself time. Don't do things last minute. You'll get a result that is worse than you deserve. You deserve great, guys. So start studying. Here is the one. What we are left with. Look at it now. We have the equations. Just look. This region. Is it below or above? This region is below. So that means we are putting less than. And since it's dotted, there is not going to be an or equal to. It's just less than. Then y is less than. Then we come to this one. This region is below it again. So that means y is less than x plus 1. But you put n or equal to because it's a solid line. But this one, they've already done it for us. So yeah. Here, this unshaded region is above it. It's not below it. It's above it. So this is going to be greater than. And since it's a solid line, it's or equal to. It's all about, is it above or below? Here it's above. So y is greater than or equal to. Why or equal to? Because it's a solid line. Then now we are left with 1.5. The unshaded is above it. It's not below it. It's above it. So you say now y is greater than or equal to 1.5. So you just change the equal sign. So for this one, we said less than. So in other words, we have y less than. You say negative half x plus 3. So that's the first one. You just come and say the first inequality is we have y less than negative half x plus 3. We come and put it here. Y less than negative half x plus 3. Because the unshaded region is below it. Then here, it's below this one, the region R. So y is less than x plus 1. So we have y. Okay, we've already been given. Here, we saw that it's above it. So y is greater than 3 over 4x. So y is greater than. We remove the equal sign. We put greater than or equal to 3 over 4x. So y is greater than or equal to 3 over 4x. Please, students, I will be so heartbroken if you make a mistake on this. Maybe you just put greater than only, you don't put or equal to. Come on, it's solid. It's solid, so put or equal to. Here it's not solid, so don't put or equal to. You will lose the mark. After doing all the hard work, then Mr. Clarify will be heartbroken. Y is equal to, we saw that it's above. And because it's solid, it's greater than because it's above, and you put or equal to because it's solid. 1.5. You can now put your this second thing, this 1.5. So y is greater than or equal to 1.5. Any questions? Any questions, students? Guys, any questions? Okay. Yeah. You understand? Yes, you should go back and rewatch some parts and stuff. Let me just open the last part of this thing. Let me open the last part. I want to open the last part, the last question which we are doing. That will make it the end. I'll be the happiest. Let's open the last part. Hi, Yaswant. I see Yaswant from YouTube. Hi, Yaswant. Right. Let me open the last question. Give me a second. Let me close all this. And it's the one I sent into the group. That's the one I'm opening. My students. This one. It's the one I'm now opening from my iPad. My tablet. So if I do this, let me open that last question and we do it. So here's the last question which we're doing, and we call it a day. Let's see what they're trying to do here. They're trying to trick us. They're trying to trick us here. So look at how they're trying to trick us. There's always something new to learn. Huh? They're trying to trick us by, first of all, these equations are not in terms of y. So they are pretty much meaningless to us. It's good that they've given us all three equations, so the work is easier, but we need to find them in terms of y, the equation, so that we can then find inequalities. So you write 10y plus 8x is equal to 80. You take 8x to the other side, you get 10y is equal to, oh, sorry, how did I do that? How did I meet myself and why? Okay, I'm saying we are doing this last one. So the good part about this last part is you've been given equations. So you have been given equations. So it's much easier for us to find the inequality. But there's a trap. The trap is that we know that all equations should be like this. Y is mx plus c. Then we can be able to see, is it above or below? We change this. If it's a 10y plus 8x, that's not helpful. It's in the wrong form. Okay, we say thank you to them for giving us, but it's in the wrong form. So, no, yes, one. It's not only for the I'm teaching my class here. It's so what you do is, listen, you gotta change to make it y is mx plus c. Okay? Y is mx plus c. So let's do that. We change it. 10y plus 8x is equal to 80. We need y to be alone. So we're going to remove this 8x. We take it to the other side. So here you're going to remain with 10y is equal to, this 8x is a positive. When it goes, it's going to be a negative 8x. Then this 80 is positive, so it will be plus 80. Because the 80 is there and it's positive. So it will be negative 8x plus 80. You almost have it in the correct form. One more thing. Take the 10 to the other side. So now you have y is equal to negative 8 over 10x plus 80 over 10. Everything will be divided by 10. You end up having y is equal to negative 8 over 10 becomes, you divide by 2, you get 4 over, into 10 is 5. Negative 4 over 5 plus, this becomes again 4 over 5. 80 over 10 is now 8 plus 8, okay? Because 10 into 80 is 8, so it's like this. So we have the first one, and now we can do the second one. We have this first equation here. Now we can do the second equation. 2y is equal to x minus 4. 2y is equal to x minus 4 is again meaningless to us. You can write it somewhere far here. 2y is equal to x minus 4 is again in a very meaningless form. So what do we have to do? We got to change it. Take 2 to the other side. Y will be equal to half x minus 4 over 2. Okay, you divide everything by 2. The number before x is a 1. You divide it by 2, it becomes half, minus this 4 over 2, which becomes y is equal to half x minus 4 over 2 is a 2. So we have it like this. Now, well done. You didn't let them catch you. They were trying to catch you. Well done. So here are the equations. Y is half x minus 2. Y is negative 4 over 5x plus 8. So this is actually here. You can put with your pencil to say this is actually y is negative 4 over 5 x plus 8. For here, this is actually y is equal to half x minus 2. So you know this one. So now, can you tell me what the inequalities will become? Right. This is a solid line. This is a dotted or dashed line. This last one is again a dashed line. Now, just start to choose the regions. This unshaded region, is it on the left of x? No. Where is it? On the right of x. So if it's on the right, it's a greater than. And because it's a dashed line, you don't put or equal to, you just put greater than. So our inequality is actually x is greater than 4. You come to this solid line. This unshaded region, is it below it or above it? The unshaded region is below it. So that means y is less than. Y is less than. Why did you choose y is less than? Because the unshaded region is below it. Is the line solid? Yes. So you put or equal to. So you already go and say y is less than or equal to negative 4 over 5 x plus 8. Are we together? Then again, you do for this one. What is it? Y is less than half x minus 2. You get your 3 marks. Anyone with a question? No? Did I lie? I lied here. What am I doing? This one, is it above or below? It's above. The unshaded is above. So that means for this one, you put greater than. So, and because it's dashed, you don't put an or equal to. So y is greater than half x minus 2. You see what happens when you don't follow the process? You can make a mistake. That's the worst part. No matter how smart you are, if you don't follow steps, you can make a mistake. So always follow steps. Thank you so much. This is what you do. Do not let me down. Don't let me down. This unshaded region was above. That's why we said greater than, because it's above. Is there anyone who has a question still on this? Anyone with a question? Let me mark the register one more time. Although there were 5 people who are now missing, who were there at the beginning of the lesson. I'll mark still. Any questions, students? No questions, right? Okay. Give me a second so we change to the next tab.